our first candidate's running for state representative of LD 17. She's born in Manhattan, but she relocated to Arizona in '99. She's a mother of 3 and a successful small business owner. After losing her Arizona race by less than 1%, she discovered a discrepancy in voter rolls and records retained in the national database. Well, as most of us know, this woman refused to accept the anomaly, and she went on a canvassing rampage. All right, I like to refer to her as the canvassing queen. All right, got my Patriot queen, I got my canvassing queen. All right. So for the last 14 months, she remained a key collector of massive amounts of data as it related to evidence gathering. She will never stop fighting for real election reform and will continue to drain the Arizona political swamp. So please welcome Liz Harris.
Thank you so much for having me. My website is Vote Liz Harris. I always forget to mention that. So the reason I decided to put my name into the race, sort of at the 11th hour, is because right now there is legislation about to be heard by the Senate, and the legislation that I strongly support, it's HB 2289, and it is 1 day, 1 vote, smaller precincts. It was supposed to be no machines, but our incumbents say we have to have the machines. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a problem. And then it's basically limit the mail-in ballots to the military, the disabled, the hospitalized, those over the age of 65. Although my mom told me to tell you that she just turned 80 and she's going in person. She doesn't like the 65 thing. She said she will crawl to the poll if she has to, because she understands what it was. Not that Liz Harris found, but that the people in this room who did canvassing with me, I see a lot of you, what they found and the anomalies they found. So with this legislation, again, HB 89, and I only have a few minutes here, sorry, HB 2289, thank you. The reason the machines are important, yes, I agree with Valerie, we need the poll workers. That is a major deterrent. But it's not just poll workers. The machines are modifying. Obviously, it's people programming the machines to modify. It is a very real thing. I have the data. I have a new report coming out on something that happened within the Democrat Party, which I can't wait to let all of you know about, because they even cheat among themselves, and I've got the hard evidence. I welcome any of you to come to my house or my office to look at the evidence. It is real, and we need to vote in 2022. We need to overwhelm them with the Republican vote so that they can't cheat as much. Thank you very much. It's votelizharris.com. And one last thing, we got our signatures in, now it's time to raise money. I am looking for $11 from each one of you, and I need 7,777 of these, $11. Why 7? Because 7 is the number of God. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. And I disagree with you. I don't think Democrats cheat even among themselves. All right, so I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I think that's quite ironic. Stab each other in the back. All right, our next speaker is running for U.S. Congress in CD4, a dedicated husband and father, a successful business owner, a community leader, and a U.S. Marine Corps veteran, Semper Fi. After graduating from high school, he joined the United States Marine Corps. While serving in the Corps, he had the opportunity to see every country in South America during an assignment that has broadened his knowledge base and interpersonal skills. Ultimately, he found himself here in Chandler in 2003 as he continued to grow in the restaurant business, where he found himself the owner of 2 Melting Pot franchises and the restaurant you're sitting in today, BKD's Backyard Joint. Thank you again. He's running to save us from incompetent leaders continuing to destroy America and the American dream. So please welcome Kelly Cooper.
So I want to practice something real quick. Can we all say, America Pack, America First? America Pack, America First! That's absolutely right. So he gave you my spiel. I am somebody that moved out here in early 2000s. I served in the Marines. Not only did I do South America, I did all of Central America, Cuba, South Korea, Okinawa, Japan, South Africa, and Italy. So I have the experience to talk about what we have here that most of the kids in this country have no idea. They don't recognize the benefits that we have. They don't know what America First means because they've never seen what other countries look like. They've never seen what other things are out there. So my kids are charter school kids. We all know the issues with public schools. I just had an article out in Breitbart last week about some of the things going on over here in Gilbert Public Schools, and some Maya Angelou writing in math class, which is, I don't know what business it has to do with in math class at all. But for me, and I'm not going to hold you all night long because we've got a lot of candidates to hear from, I first want to apologize to all of you. Tonight at midnight, I'm flying down to Mar-a-Lago because I have dinner there tomorrow, and as soon as I'm done talking here, I have to pack up and go have a family dinner so I get to see my wife and kids before I leave. So I will leave all of you my business card, my phone number. You can say, text me, whatever, that's my cell phone on there. Ask me anything you want to know that you don't get answered tonight. So, number one on my agenda is border security. Quite clear that our border is a massive problem. Title 42 reduction and removal will create a massive tidal wave of immigrants coming across the border. It's not necessarily that those people are inherently bad, but what we have here we have to protect. And those people then distract our border agents from the infiltration of both fentanyl and synthetic drugs, trafficking of children, trafficking of women, the abuse on the train all the way up. So I stand for the America First, America PAC agenda of all of the above. So we're going to start by building the wall, and then we're going to employ other technologies to make sure that we can monitor that wall and free up our border patrol to go and protect us in the manner that they're supposed to be able to do. When they can't get to the border, when there's people just flooding across our border, there is no opportunity for them to stop the drugs and all of the other things that are coming. So I will stand for that. That's why I'm running for office. My first and second grader don't deserve to live in America that can't protect itself. So America First, America PAC. Say it with me. America First, America PAC. Number two, also, one of the most important things that we have, you all recognize it, many of us do today, is the manipulation of energy policy. The manipulation of energy policy has led us to the inflation rate that we have today. Here's why I can talk about that. Pretty soon you're going to have the next inflation rate come out. It's going to be about 8.5, and they're going to talk about the wholesale market. They're going to say it's at 11%, something like that. And then we're going to talk about food shortages and the increase in fertilizer from $100 to $2,000. And we're going to talk about how the war in Ukraine is creating a grain shortage. The war in Ukraine may create some of that, but all of this stuff existed before that. And I can tell you, you haven't seen the end of inflation because we continue to double down on failed energy policy. We continue to double down on that failed energy policy to the benefit of green new energy, which is creating a crisis across our border. So when I talked about 10% wholesale, that 10% is 60% for me in restaurants. So what we have to do is have an all-of-the-above approach to energy. We have to talk about nuclear. We have to talk about wind. We have to talk about electricity, gas, fossil fuels, all these other things that helps create and remove some of the inflationary pressures that we have today. So I stand for, it's why I'm running America First, America PAC, to fix those two issues along with a laundry list of 25 other things that are going to affect my children and yours or your grandchildren. We have to protect our country. So I'm getting the times up and I'm going to steal another 10 seconds. I'm going to tell you that my website is kellycooperarizona.com. What I need is for you to go on there, contribute $5, or as much as you want, up to $5,800, but $5, contribute that. And then offer up your place, offer up your connections to have me come out and speak at greater length about the issues that we have. So thank you for allowing me to be here. I apologize that I'm going to dip out right away. You have some other great candidates to hear from, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Kelly.